And welcome to another episode of From Our Mother's Basement, the show where we talk about everything geek, whether it be anime, movies, sci-fi, tech, comics, you name it. I'm Jason.
And I am Michael, and welcome to episode 23, aka Hollywood's Lost Its Damn Mind.
Yes, we have a lot of talk about Hollywood and TV and film this episode.
This episode is not brought to you by Disney, though Disney is mentioned.
It's our weekly quota. We have to put that in there somewhere.
Disney in there somewhere.
Yes. So
I want to mug you for those Tron decorations you've got. I totally want to mug you for that.
For those of you who don't know, I'll post a picture in post-show. Or you can just go to my Facebook page. I have put up pictures up there. But before we get onto the news, Michael, you just got like a little early Christmas present, didn't you?
Yes, I got an early Christmas present, and it's official. Michael finally, after God knows how many years and many protestations against it, Michael has an Xbox 360.
360?
360. Yes, I got a 360 for Christmas. And I hooked it up last night and discovered that my spare HDMI cable is crap.
Ooh.
Because I was getting video but no audio. So to make one last test, I popped the HDMI out of my PS3, popped it in the back of the Xbox, and suddenly audio came back. So I knew it was my
audio
HDMI
pins
cable.
are bad, or?
I'm guessing it's no, it's not the Xbox. It's the cable that I was using at the time. So I'm just gonna have to get a new cable so I can have them both hooked up.
Okay.
But no, it's not the Star Wars version. It was the 250 gig version that came with Forza 4 and a download code for Skyrim.
You'll have fun with Skyrim.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Skyrim. I've heard some of the stuff you can do with Skyrim.
Well, here's the problem though, because a lot of those things you can do in Skyrim in terms of like the mods and whatnot is PC
only. Yeah, so, I'm not gonna have Macho Man Dragon going.
Unless you want me to hack your 360 so you can actually play PC stuff on them.
Seriously, you can do that?
There is a way.
We'll have to talk.
Where there is a mod, there is a way.
Thing. As long as I don't void the damn thing.
Well, then there's your problem.
Never mind that. But what was really cool was I used to have an Xbox.
The big beast
didn't
of the
do a lot with it. The big the big square beast with the green X. But I got rid of most of my Xbox games except for 3. I kept Whacked, the game show.
Yes.
I kept Mech Warrior because I'm a BattleTech whore. Mech Assault. And I kept Halo 2. Now, I've heard the thing about how, Xbox is sketchy in its support, or Xbox 360 is sketchy of its Xbox support. Popped in Halo 2 on a whim. Booted right up, fired up, scaled it up to high def without squishing. I mean, it literally anamorphed it.
Okay.
It up-resed it. Oh my God, the models in Halo 2 were crap. Oh my God, they're so bad. I'm looking at it going, this looked pretty kick-ass on 640 by 480.
Yeah. But then you had to bump it up to 1080p.
And to bump it up to 1080. Yeah. But it still plays like awesome. I played like the first 40 minutes of it, right up to where he gives the Covenant back their bomb. I played up to that point. So it's like the first 20 minutes or so.
Right.
Oh, dude, I missed that game so much. I'm so looking forward to playing through, and I'm really looking forward to Halo 4. I want to see Cortana go psycho.
Well, because of the fact now you have the 360. I've been trying to sell mine for a while, and I still play from time to time. This means now that I'm going to have to keep it so I can play Halo 4 with you.
Yes!
So, but then again, I have one of the first-gen ones, one of the white ones, which I'm surprised has only red-ringed once, and I used the towel fix on it, and it worked just fine.
Nice.
I couldn't believe that actually worked.
We totally need to play together.
Okay.
The thing is, though, my old Xbox Live account from when I had an Xbox got locked. Because I had Phantasy Star Fantasy Star Online.
PSO.
They're billing me for it, and I told them, don't bill me for it. And Kevin from Microsoft, he decided to lock my account. The problem is he locked it 8 years ago.
Okay, so it's basically gone.
And so it's gone. But I cannot create a new profile under that old name or my old email. So I had to fire it up under my Gmail.
That sucks.
So the new for anyone who wants to, even though I don't play a lot of first person shooters except Halo, on a console, but if you want to add me, it's Panther N Tanuki.
Nice.
So because Nikki and I are sharing the thing,
Right.
That's my call. That's my call.
See, this also
so add me on your thing, Jason.
This also means that I need to, one, re-up my Xbox Live Gold account, and
It's
two,
only $60 for the year. That's not bad.
you can get it for a hell of a lot cheaper at other places. But I also need to spend $10 and change my gamer tag.
Why?
Because ever since Xbox Live, well, when I first got my 360, I thought, you know what? Let me see if I can, if this was possible. And I put this name in there, and it worked just fine. And I actually had the name, and I still have it to this day. I can never use it again, and I don't want to, but my current gamer tag is Anime Expo.
Oh, sucks to be you.
So I have to change. I have to pay 800 Microsoft points, which is basically $10 to change it. Either that, or I actually change my, or I create a brand new account.
Holy crap, Kagato AMV's in there? Hey, dude, how's it going? Good to see you, Nick.
So yeah, I need to change my name to Anime Expo. Unless someone from AX wants to contact me and pay me for it, and then I'll pass it over to you guys.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, there's going to... Yeah.
But no, seriously, dude, you know what? I may actually loan you the $10. I get paid on the 15th. We got to change that shit. And we got to get in there, and we got to do some running around, because between that and the rating... But, ladies and gentlemen, we told you last week that Jason's playing WoW. Jason's going on raids and actually starting to survive the bosses.
I'm not dying anymore.
No, that's not true.
Damn it.
You got your ass kicked in Nefarian.
Damn it.
But the other ones you survived.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get out of the kiddie pool.
So you're getting better. Though now Nikki's going to shit when I tell her how high you got.
Well, I got tired of you guys going, man, I wish you were higher, because I was like level
we
60,
were just teasing you for
I know. And so like yesterday I was like, you know what? I got nothing going on today. Screw it. So I spent 14 hours leveling up like 9 levels. I was like, screw it, going up.
Wow. Wow. That's cool.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, back to the show. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's get back to the stuff we were going to talk about.
Why I dubbed this episode Hollywood's Lost Its Damn Mind. There's some good stuff, and then there's some really, what the F are you thinking?
Yes. Well, let's talk about the good stuff real quick.
Yes.
First up, next weekend is a film festival. Surprise, surprise, in Hollywood, there's a film festival every single weekend. This one's called the LA Eiga Fest, and this is actually put on by the Japan Film Society. So this is one of the only times, sadly, that you can go to a theater and see a ton of great, not only just anime movies in theaters, but also some great live action,
yes,
whether it be drama or comedy or just any type of genre you can think of, they have something there for it.
Great films from Japan, specifically.
It starts next Friday, December 14th, and
it's taking place at the Egyptian in Hollywood.
Thank you. And what I was going to say is the movie they decided to kick off this year's event is one I've been looking forward to ever since it was announced in Japan. They are starting off with the live-action adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin, the movie.
Pretty badass.
Oh, man.
I've heard good things about it. I've heard really good things about it.
I've heard great stuff about it. I've seen a bunch of the trailers. I know it's available. Some people have already watched it. I haven't seen it yet just because I'm going to see it in theaters. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold off.
Yeah, that's one you want to see on a screen if at all possible.
Yeah, it's going to be...
like when Ava 3 comes around, we have to go see it.
Yes, I've been hearing it blows the other two out of the water.
Really?
But yeah, Rurouni Kenshin is the live-action movie is going to be playing at the Egyptian Theater on one night only, December 14th. I believe you can still get tickets. It might be sold out by now. It's only like $10-15. But that's not the only film that you want to go see there. They have a ton of other great films out there. Not to mention... Yes, I was going to bring that up because they have an anime by Mamoru Hosoda, which you might remember that name from what other films he has done. Let's see. There was... Shoot, I could see it in my mind. I totally forgot the name.
Say, don't ask me.
Shoot, is the...
If it's a Madhouse, I don't know it.
No. Bringing it up real quick. No, it's all in Japanese, son of a bitch.
Go ANN.
No, oh, sorry, that was Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Ah,
He worked on that, and also more recently, Summer Wars. This is his next film. This is called Wolf Children.
Yes. I didn't realize it was the guy who did Summer Wars.
Yes, that's why you want to go see this.
Holy crap berries, yes.
The only downside is when it's playing.
When is it?
That's the one I was talking about. This one plays next Sunday at 6 p.m. We gotta miss it because we had to do the show.
We are not. No. We can't do that. We can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really want to see this movie, but the show has to come first.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go see it and then tell us all about it, do so. Because, yeah, this looks amazing.
It does.
Again, tickets are like $10 to $15 for a showing. Sometimes they show double features. But one thing they want us to talk about is that they have a number of free screenings. And the big one...
I wish we could do that, HPL. I really do.
What do you say? We're now reporting live from within the theater? Oh, yeah.
Until the ushers catch us.
Once we have money, maybe. No. But one of the many free screens they're showing during this weekend, or next week, I should say, is called Top Chefs, The Wide World of Japanese Food Anime. They're going to show 4 episodes from 3 different series. First one I should show over here is called Oshinbo. They're going to show the episode The Soul of Sushi. Another one they're going to show from Toriko. And this is going to be...
Fist of the North Star cooking.
That's essentially what Toriko is. Have you not ever seen Toriko before?
No, I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
It's awesome.
It totally looks like Fist of the North Star with chefs.
It's awesome. It is so much fun. They're going to show an early episode, episode 2, The Secluded Monster. And then they're going to show 2 episodes from Mr. Ajiko.
No Yakitake Japan?
What's up?
No Yakitake Japan?
Not in this setup, though.
Huh, okay.
They're going to show these 2 episodes that talk about a ramen battle. Now, these things are all taking place next Sunday. They're going to show all 4 episodes. And the best part about it, it's 100% free. You go there, you don't even have to sign up. You just walk on into the theater and you get to enjoy these 4 episodes. For free in a theater at the Egyptian.
Subbed, I presume.
Subbed, yes.
Nice.
So this is just a small lineup of what they have available. If you want to check out the full lineup, I highly recommend, where is it at? I think it put...
igafest.org, isn't it?
Well, you can go to laigafest.com/topchefs. So you guys can check that out.
Check out the rest of the site while you're there, too.
Or you just go to lineup. I mean, if we even bring it up right here. Let me bring it up right here. There it is. I mean, Therme Rome, Helter Skelter. There's Wolf Children. I kind of want to see this one, The Floating Castle. That one looks...
That one does look curious. Yeah. I'm curious about that one. I kind of want to see the Therme Rome just because the idea of ancient Rome populated by Japanese people. I just...
You know, I can...
Visual incongruity of that.
Read the manga. That's what it's based off of.
Okay.
And a bunch of competition shorts as well. So you have a wide assortment of films you can go check out. Some are for free, some are only like $10 or $15. Well worth your time next weekend at the Egyptian Theater.
Tu Brute-sama. Yes. Exactly.
I shit you not, that quote actually appears in the manga.
Does it really?
Yes, it does.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. And this thing, guys, this definitely deserves your support because it helps promote the Japanese media coming over. And if we can build a larger audience for it, it's totally worth it. Please do it. If you guys can go, go.
All right. Let's talk about some more good stuff coming out of Hollywood. Let's talk about Star Trek
the good stuff.
2. Yeah, let's start with the good stuff. We'll get to the bad stuff later. Star Trek 2 or Star Trek Into Darkness. This is J.J. Abrams' second foray into the Star Wars universe, which he completely turned on its head with an alternate universe in the first flick.
Which was really well done.
It was well done. I had seriously...
What's funny is Abrams managed to shut up all of the "you're gonna ruin Star Trek" guys by one sentence in the movie. Cleared it all.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing about going, well, we're an alternate timeline, and this is different from my Star Trek or my universe. Boom.
And the thing is, though, they still pay homage to all the to the classic series and the movies.
Totally.
Well, the good movies, not the bad movies. So.
Yeah, the even numbered ones.
I'm hoping. Well, it's already broken the Star Trek movie curse.
Yes,
Because it's
true.
always the
the
even number movies that are actually always no, the odd numbers are always the bad ones.
Right. It's the opposite of Windows operating systems.
Yes.
Odd numbered Windows are good. Even numbered Star Trek movies are good.
So, well, when is that Windows 9 coming out again?
I'd have to ask my son. He works for them now.
Really? Well, the Talking Post show.
Yeah, he works for Volume Licensing.
Nice.
But no, yeah, but I also like to refer to this as Kirk versus Sherlock.
It really is, and thankfully they came out with a trailer, and let's go ahead and watch it.
Check it out; it's awesome. Yes, that is the Enterprise crashing into the San Francisco Bay.
On the Japanese trailer,
It has the extra footage
has
with
a little
what
bit extra
I'm pretty
footage.
sure is a misdirect.
It could be a misdirect. It has to be a misdirect. Well, why don't you tell them what we're talking about?
In the Japanese version of the trailer, there's some additional footage, including a scene that looks like the end of Star Trek II, where Spock is on one side of the radiation-proof glass and Kirk's on the other. Yeah, they imply that in the second one. But there's a website, I forget who it was, that did a frame. Oh, it was Gizmodo, I think.
IO9, their sister site.
IO9 did a frame-by-frame breakdown of both trailers. And they're like going, well, we see this and it looks like this. We're pretty sure this is a misdirect. And then it goes over here. We're pretty sure this is a misdirect. And damn, Benedict Cumberbatch looks good. And
now, this is just
young
me.
Spock, old Spock being the hands. It's an interesting concept, except that both hands are the hands on the inside were not old. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case.
I mean,
But yeah, there's a lot of really cool crap in that trailer, and it tells us absolutely nothing except that the Enterprise hits the bay.
to me, is it just me, or is Benedict Cumberbatch's character Cumberbatch? I'm sorry. His character just screams of an interpretation of Khan.
Yeah. I thought that, actually. I was like going, holy crap, is this Khan? But
You see Chris Pine going, Khan! No.
the problem with especially if that was Spock on the inside and Khan killed Spock twice, that would blow chunks. No, I don't think it's Khan. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's Khan because they haven't set up the Space Seed episode. What made Wrath of Khan work was the Space Seed original series episode, which was a awesome episode, and that's what made that episode is what laid the groundwork and made Wrath of Khan so incredibly awesome.
Well, as true as that is, I remember that episode. I remember actually watching it, believe it or not. Had to watch it on VHS later on, but the whole thing behind it with J.J. Abrams is that I can definitely see him taking that episode and parts of that story and interweaving that into like the first 10 minutes of the film of Star Trek 2.
Yeah, but you can't recap Space Seed in 10. I mean,
No.
not
It'd
even
be
J.J.
his
Abrams could appropriately recap.
It would be
Space
his
Seed.
interpretation, or he may go off the deep end and go, you know what, we're gonna make something completely different, but still retain that Khan aesthetic.
There was another argument that IO9 made, was that possibly it's someone of Khan's group, because the thing about Khan was, number one, Wrath of Khan, he was an old guy. I mean, Ricardo Montalban, that was really Ricardo Montalban, though, because he's ripped. Boy, was built. He took really good care of himself. So Cumberbatch, just, unless this is Space Seed 1, which I doubt highly, I'm not sure what it is, honestly. Well,
Okay.
we won't know until we get closer. But I don't think it's going to be... I mean, Into Darkness aping Wrath of Khan would be a cop-out. It'd be taking the easy route.
Okay.
I don't think Abrams will do that.
Who knows?
No, I expect to see a reference to the Chandra group.
Yeah, I definitely foresee that.
It is Chandra, isn't it?
I've always considered it that. Yeah,
The group from Lost?
isn't it Chandra? Or
I think it's Chandra or something like that.
Anyway,
Chat room, help me out.
while they figure that, we can just move on.
Star Trek 3, The Search for Plot.
Next May, it looks amazing. One thing I want to say real quick about
coming out right around my birthday too, so I am so there.
True. One thing I want to say quickly about it though is the poster that came out with it just strikes of Inception, Batman Begins, or The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah, everybody's doing that.
Everybody's doing that whole, you know, you see him from the back, turning to the side.
World in the right shape.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, fine, whatever. Okay, let's talk about Eyelid Bastard. He is
really
flew and just I love watching his stand up where he just goes out and stares. Not even
where he just rants.
Yeah, he just rants. It's not even really stand up comedy. It's just a really entertaining rant. You know, I love that stuff.
You watch spoilers? Spoilers?
No spoilers on this.
No. Have you watched it? It's his Smodcast. It's on Hulu.
Oh no, I haven't watched spoilers yet.
Check it out.
Okay,
pretty cool.
He's been working on a hockey flick for the longest time called Hit Somebody. It was initially going to be a movie, and then he realized during script writing, it's not going to fit that, so it's going to be 2 movies. No, it's not going to work on that. So he apparently talked, I think, with AMC, and it's going to turn into a 6-episode miniseries. So it's going all over the place, because apparently it can take place easily over 20 or 30 years. So
really,
he's putting a lot of effort in. I mean, the dude loves, hockey, so he has a lot of insight into it. So he's working very hard to try to recreate the idea behind it. So I haven't heard too much about Hit Somebody, but it's Kevin Smith, so I'm going to see it anyways. But because things have been changing so much on Hit Somebody, he's been tinkering with the idea about retirement. But before he does that, he's talking about possibly doing one final theatrical film that I think would actually quite nicely cap his history of filmmaking. He's talking about possibly doing Clerks 3.
I'm curious as to where he's going to go with it. He's
I'm
burned down the convenience store.
Yes. But the thing is, though, I'm on the fence on this, and the reason being for that is because, one, I love all these characters he created, and the fact that he reused them over and over again in most of his films.
Mm-hmm. That's his shtick.
It is his shtick, but the thing is, then you take all those characters who have aged considerably ever since the first Clerks came out.
Oh yeah,
and then you try to put them as the same character, personalities. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well, the one guy, the clerk guy. You ever watch Comic Book Men on AMC?
Yes.
Did you see the episode where the guy who played? Oh God, I don't remember the character name. The guy who played the original Clerk.
I heard about that episode. I haven't seen it personally yet.
The actor is not that different from the character in the movie. Okay. So that character could Dante. Thank you. That character could be, the guy who played Dante could very easily play snarky Dante.
So
Clerks Unemployment.
Might as well. I mean, I could see it possibly happening. The question though that I have is, would it be the perfect send-off to go back all the way to Clerks 1 and try to end off everything with the same cast?
It would be an interesting wrap around for him, coming full circle. But I don't think he's going to fully retire. I think he's going to retire, and then he's going to realize, screw this, it's boring. I need to get back to work.
I need to come back and make the next Daredevil.
He's going to have the bug, and once you've got the bug never fully goes away.
Okay.
So I think he may retire for a little bit. Mm-hmm. He may disappear for a while, and then he's going to just go stir crazy. And then
which could be a good thing, because having that absence might reignite his creative juices. So
it may reawaken the muse, and I don't mean Jason.
Nice pun there.
I wasn't intended until I actually said it.
So it's a possibility that Clerks 3 might be made. We don't know. We don't have it confirmed yes or no. So we'll wait and see.
Can we move line 13 in place of line, or line 18 in place of line 13? Move line 13 to line 14?
Sure. You go with it. I'll follow you.
Okay. So after Tron Legacy came out, this is our Disney portion. Well, one of them.
Sponsored by Disney.
Sponsored by Disney. Tron Legacy came out. Did respectable, but didn't do as awesome as obviously they would have hoped. But Disney committed to doing a third film. the actors have committed to being part of a third film. But then it got stuck in pre-production hell. It just sat there for a while. They're finally starting to get traction on moving forward again. They've announced a new writer. The writer's name is, hang on, let me pull that up. The new writer is David DiGilio. Yo. David DiGilio, they had him pen a draft of the screenplay initially. Then it kind of languished, and now they're finally moving forward again. According to Hollywood Reporter, the new head of Disney decided to put the project on the fast track, hiring Jesse Wigito. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of this guy, but some guy named Jesse Wigito, who's previously worked on with the mouse on an adaptation of Peter and the Starcatchers, another upcoming project called Parallel, and he's also apparently working on the new Crow movie. So the Crow part makes me think, okay, could be dark and edgy, could be potentially really cool. So, but I'm just glad they're finally moving forward with it.
Well, sure. Also, in the Blu-ray release of Tron Legacy, they also had that bit that kind of gives an idea, a clue of what to happen in Tron 3, without trying to give it away. The dark and gritty kind of part of that aspect could work really well with those characters.
Oh yeah, the potential for that, and especially if they can get it. Is Brian Warner still alive?
I do not know.
If he's still alive, to get it, even if he just does a voice, that could be epic.
Even if he's not available for that, get him to do a speech recognition program, and then have a computer do the rest. It could work. They do it with Vocaloid. They could do it with
David Warner. Thank you, David Warner. Did I say Bruce Warner? I meant David Warner.
I think he said Daniel. Well, anyways.
Either way, yeah, he would be who we want. I mean, if they could get him back in it, that'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Because, they've already set up Dillinger's kid as a potential foil. Mm-hmm. If they bring back Dillinger, that would be awesome sauce.
They almost kind of have to, given the person they had cast for it. So, I mean, that was a very small role for such an actor like that. So,
but it was. I think. I doubt they were thinking forward enough. I think they just did it as an homage.
Okay, that could work.
So,
all right.
But
well,
yeah, no, that's really cool.
I'm looking forward to the ARG. If it's anything like they had for Tron Legacy, then I'm all for it.
If they release Ancom badges again, and you don't tell me, I'm going to hurt you.
Don't worry. I'll show off my second one.
You bite me. The last kind of cool news is Wreck-It Ralph 2. They've announced that it's happening.
Not surprising whatsoever.
Not surprising. And Mario's going to cameo finally.
Which means they're finally going to shell out that big bucks.
They're going to pay Nintendo the big bucks.
Which makes me wonder, considering I'm guessing just the exorbitant amount of money it will cost for licensing these characters in Wreck-It Ralph 2, and not to mention probably voicing them as well, it would not surprise me if they had more than just a cameo.
But I'm also willing, at the same time, though, I'm willing to bet they looked at Wreck-It Ralph because there was a resurgence. I forget where I read it, but there was a resurgence of interest in the old games, including Q*bert. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really interesting.
Plus, you got to factor in the thing that a lot of the younger audience who would see Wreck-It Ralph probably never played those games.
Right. So they want to go back and so they're all hitting up the MAME emulators.
Yeah. So it's cool. They're gonna make a sequel. It's not surprising. Hopefully, it doesn't seem like a total cash grab, because it could easily turn into that.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm. But the writers, I mean, Wreck-It Ralph, the writing was really good. I was actually very pleasantly surprised. I mean, I expected it to be fun. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I was very pleasantly surprised.
But yeah, so it's going to happen. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it.
And now we move into the. Shall we then move into the Hollywood's losing its damn mind?
Start off.
We all know that G4 recently shut down, or is in the process of shutting down, XPlay and Attack of the Show after a long run. We've hinted at and we've read that they're trying to make it more GQ-ish. Apparently not. Apparently they announced they're going to change its name. It's not going to be GQ. It's going to be Esquire.
Based off the magazine.
Esquire Channel, based off of Esquire magazine. Goodbye to all the video game stuff.
Well, not necessarily.
They're going to keep American Ninja Warrior, and I think that's it.
Yeah. They want to deliver content to a growing upscale demographic, not being catered to by channels like Spike and History Channel. So they'll talk about stuff for the metrosexual in all of us. I shit you not.
That's actually in the article?
They're going to court the modern male metrosexual. They're going to have a program that focuses on cooking and travel and fashion. And yet they still claim they're going to continue on with having some game shows. Which makes me wonder, if you're going to continue to have game shows, why in the hell did you cancel X-Play?
When does the hurting stop?
No. This is just NBC fail.
Yeah, well, it's not NBC fail. It's Universal fail.
NBC Universal, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's Universal / GE fail, because actually if you go far enough up the pipe...
That's true.
It's GE. But, oh man, what the hell are they thinking?
Who knows?
The metrosexual in all of us. Jesus Christ.
You know, G4 as we know it is basically ending at the end of this month. So, we'll see what happens.
To be completely honest, good riddance. I'm not the only thing I watched on G4 was X-Play. Once in a blue moon, I would watch.
It was all about screensavers back in the day on Tech TV.
Screensavers, I watched the shit out of screensavers. I loved it. But you know, X Style is put in the thing. You know, G4 kind of died when they canceled screensavers and made it Attack of the Show.
Yeah.
What really sucks is our friend Courtney is losing her job because of this. That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah. If you're going to ask for details how we know this or what actually is going on behind the scenes, don't look at us and don't ask Courtney. So it's essentially, we know that unfortunately she's losing her job, but that's about it. So
the problem is virtually everybody at G4 is going bye-bye.
I'm sure they'll make some sort of announcement online or through the website, or somebody
How many people do you think they'll steal from me?
Well, considering they're in the same building, I'm sure many. So.
As long as they don't bring Seacrest. I just don't want them to bring Seacrest.
Seacrest out. No. All right, let's talk about... Well, let's see.
Hollywood has no freaking imagination anymore.
Yeah, because of the slew of other sequels, like... Why are they going to make a sequel to Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland?
Money grab. Okay, so here... Go ahead. You want to talk about Alice in Wonderland? Okay, let me bring up the article. There's one line in particular.
Okay. I know exactly which sentence you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the part I'm going to be talking about. Hang on, let me find it.
Okay. And while you're looking up, Ruben, it's not through the looking glass, and Michael will explain why in a moment.
Let's see. The guy who's writing it is his name, or the woman who's writing it is Linda Wolverton, who worked on The Lion King and Mulan. Wolverton's Alice screenplay draws from Lewis Carroll's classic novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and its follow-up Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There. However, it abandons the episodic madness of Carroll's source material for a hero's journey narrative where 19-year-old Alice, played by Wasikowska, flees a prospective marriage in the real world, only to discover that Wonderland has been awaiting her return to lead a revolution against the tyrannical Red Queen. In other words, it's Alice in Wonderland meets Chronicles of Narnia. No, it's Alice in Wonderland 2. Let's regurgitate the first fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's the same freaking plot.
Money grab.
Add a couple years and a wedding.
Okay, as much as this hurts our brains, for anybody who has, capable of,
Burton's potentially so good.
But it doesn't matter in this case because Disney sees dollar signs when they team up Tim Burton with
Johnny Depp?
Yeah, every single
person. This was going to be the Johnny Depp show part 2.
And I mean, they're all going to work on Pirates of the Caribbean part 5 or 6, I think.
But that's not a Burton. That's not Burton.
That's not Burton, but that's a Johnny Depp. But you add Johnny Depp's fanboys and fangirls with Disney and then Tim Burton, and you smush them all together, and it could be them sitting on the toilet talking about random things about life, and it would still sell for $100 million.
Pirates of the Caribbean 17. Keith Richards, because he'll still be alive. He'll be mummified, but he'll be alive. And Johnny Depp sitting on the toilet in separate stalls talking. That'll be the entire movie.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, no, Hatter should not do that dance again.
So they're making that. Let's talk about other... Well, instead of talking about sequels, let's talk about remakes.
Remakes. They're remaking Fantastic Four. I'm hoping they bring that one under Disney, though. I didn't look at the article on that. Are they bringing that one under Disney, or is that still under Fox?
I think it is actually... No,
rights revert... Right... whatever the
no, it's still Fox.
It's still... Okay,
it's still
Fox.
Fox.
Okay.
Which could throw a massive wrench into the Marvel movie universe.
Not if they do it right. If they do it right, because Fox is going to be losing the rights soon anyway. If they're smart, they contact the Disney folks and say, okay, yeah, we're losing the rights here, but we'd like to tie it in so that when we do lose it, you guys can take it over.
That's where they call Joss Whedon and says, get over there and save their asses.
Exactly. So they could do that. They're remaking Jumanji.
Which, why? That does not need
Robin
a remake.
Williams kicked ass
the original was
movie.
Fantastic. And you can't even say that the graphics, the animation was bad, because it was still amazing.
Yeah, it was. Story was a little weak, but it was still. It was freaking Robin Williams. You just let him go.
Exactly.
And here's
back in the day, you give him a boatload of coke and go.
Yeah, thank God he's not doing that anymore.
Not anymore. No.
He's actually when he was on coke, he wasn't as funny.
True.
He's actually funnier off coke, which is so weird. But anyway, and the one that. What the hell are they thinking? And this is where I say Hollywood's lost its damn mind.
Mm-hmm.
They want to remake Scarface.
And not
only are they remaking Scarface with Al Pacino, I said not with Al Pacino, without Pacino,
mm-hmm.
They're making it Mexican drug cartels.
No more Cuba.
What the fuck? Hollywood's lost its damn mind.
If you want to make a Scarface homage using the Mexican drug cartels as a background and name it something else, fine. You treat it as basically your an homage to the classic. You take some ideas from it, but you make it your own. When you instantly say we're remaking it and we're changing the fundamental part of the movie, that's no longer a remake. That's what you call crap.
And the original Scarface, if I remember correctly, was actually based on a person.
Japan Junkie, Scarface starring Justin Bieber.
Oh, fuck. Only if they attack his face with a knife and make him real scars. None of that makeup crap. I want the shit to be real.
I'm like, okay.
Say hello to my little friend. Zip. No, Justin, please, God.
Now, Universal announced that they were going to make this work on this remake a couple years ago. But the first few people that they actually signed on to write a draft script failed so horrible, then they kept on just changing over and over. This latest person is the same writer who wrote the script for Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
So...
another Pacino. He's a Pacino alum.
Yes. You're going to make a Pacino movie without Pacino.
But a writer who wrote another Pacino movie. Because that was Johnny Depp and Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Which was a fantastic movie, by the way. That was a fantastic... I love Donnie Brasco.
Here's one thing I just thought of off the top of my head. When the original Scarface movie was filmed, in Cuba, mm-hmm. the community down there was actually kind of revolting against the thought about it to be, added to, the...
Add to their already tarnished image.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen when the Mexican mafia gets wind of this and actually views it and finds it offensive or something like that?
Kidding, they'll use it as a freaking recruitment film. It's a freaking it's a Medellin cartels, they're going to use that as a recruitment film. I mean, oh man.
Who knows?
I
lost their damn mind.
What the hell are these people smoking?
Okay.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead and you do the topic closer. I've been bad.
I was going to say, so with this one, it started off the idea of like, okay, this is going to be bad. Again, this is Hollywood losing their damn mind. And then it kind of started merging into something that has potential. What we're talking about...
This movie's got such potential that it'll make you calm. I need to work on that. I could do that voice if I practice.
Okay. What we're talking about Oblivion is a Tom Cruise, which turned me off. Like, nope, not going to watch it. Scientology, blah, blah, blah.
Scientology was why you weren't going to watch it?
No, anything with Tom Cruise, I never liked his...
Here's my problem with Tom Cruise movies. Even though they're still fun, most of them are a lot of fun. I actually liked Night and Day.
Never saw
it. Was fun. The thing about Tom Cruise is it's always about Tom Cruise being the best.
Tom Cruise
Mission
being Tom
Impossible
Cruise.
Being the best spy. War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise being the best father he can be to redeem himself.
Well, also the mind just popped in. I want to be the very best.
That's pretty much what it is. Every Tom Cruise movie is about Tom Cruise being the best at whatever he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be the best at this? But then I watched that preview and saw my man.
Yeah. Well, let's hold that off until after we just... We'll talk afterwards.
I do love me some Gordon Freeman. That's a
Gordon
sexy
Freeman.
Pac-Man.
You mean Morgan Freeman?
I said Morgan Freeman.
You said Gordon. You're thinking Half-Life 2.
Fuck it. I meant... it's funny about this movie. It kind of reminds me of Half-Life 2.
It kind of does.
The only thing missing is Section 17. Or was it Section 17 that he went to?
City 17.
City 17.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Half-Life 2. But no, Morgan Freeman is just... Oh, man, that man's got a voice.
When I first... I didn't know much about the film until I saw the trailer. And I was like, okay, it's Tom Cruise. We'll see what's... Okay, dystopian future society. Humanity's gone. Wait, Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Ting,
it's like
okay.
I was watching the thing at the same time. I'm like going, okay, I may want to watch this for some... Holy crap, it's Morgan Freeman. I'm on.
Again, one of the very few actors that just having their presence makes a film
make me
better.
Want to see a movie. Yeah. No, have you seen... What's funny is I've been a fan of Morgan Freeman forever. I think I've told you this before because you're too young for it. I think Nick's old enough to remember it. Were you alive? Were you born yet, or were you young enough to watching TV when Electric Company was around?
I watched the reruns when I was very young.
Electric Company, for those of you who don't know, it's the same people that put out Sesame Street, Children's Television Workshop. Sesame Street was for up through like first grade. Electric Company was like first through seventh grade.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Morgan Freeman started. I grew up watching Morgan Freeman on Electric Company. And then I saw her doing movies. I grew up with this. He taught me vocabulary and stuff when I was growing up. And now and then I saw him. I think the first movie I really saw him in was he was the saving grace. Exactly, Nick. Was the guy he's saving costume?
Oh yes.
Also, I love that actor. I was so pissed when he cut his hair too. He had hair longer than mine. When I remember when I had my hair down to my butt, his was longer, and they chopped it all off for Alien 4.
That must have taken a lot.
Oh, I can imagine. But no,
but just having Morgan Freeman added to the cast of this just gives it a little more weight.
Totally. And I actually want to see this movie now.
And that's not the only reason why I'm interested in seeing this.
One, we're having audio issues.
Anybody else needing audio? Check 1, 2. Well, we are recording, so we'll keep. You guys can refresh. We'll keep on going. So, okay, it comes and goes. Okay, we will test a few more things later on. Anyways,
well, we're wrapping up anyway.
Yeah.
So
a couple other things why this movie is so attractive to me is not only that you have Morgan Freeman attached to it, but the director. It's Joseph Kosinski, who worked on
from
Tron Legacy.
Yes.
Also, who actually wrote the script. You
For
have
Oblivion?
William Monahan, who actually wrote The Departed, and then you had Michael Arndt, who's actually signed to do Star Wars Episode 7, helped polish the script up. So I'm thinking having those two people together, then you have Joseph directing, then you have obviously Tom Cruise, and then Morgan Freeman. It's going to be pretty hard not to fail on this. I mean, it's possible.
Pretty hard not to fail?
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty hard not to do good.
Nowhere. It's going to be good. That's what I think. That's my prediction. It's going to be good.
I'm hoping. I'm cautiously optimistic.
So, it comes out, I believe, next April the 19th, I think was the date for it. So, hopefully between now and then, we'll get some more information about the plot and maybe get a little more in-depth on the trailers, what to expect, as long as they still leave something to discover while watching the actual movie, not just show all of it during the previews.
Agreed.
That's what I'm hoping for. You make it so that you entice me more and more, but not give me the whole damn story on a silver platter. So, that is everything we have going on for movies and TV news. Let's talk about... We talk a little about some...
Interesting little tech piece.
Yeah,
that's
future tech that's
up.
present.
This one's gonna be pretty quick, guys.
Yeah.
But do you have the pickup?
I do.
Okay.
There's a new object that's come out, possibly late
end of 2013,
if they get government approval.
And the world doesn't end next week.
Yeah. It's this thing. It's the Scanadu Scout. And what this is an actual realistic medical tricorder.
Effectively, yeah, it's the first step towards an actual full-on tricorder.
Well, to give a little more idea of what it actually can do for you, let's show us a little video that they put online for it.
Technology is an unprecedented window into the human body. But on a day-to-day basis, still we are changing that.
You okay? Do you feel okay?
What if instead of fearing the worst when you notice something out of the ordinary, you could identify the condition yourself? Getting the right diagnosis would save you worry
It says it's roseola.
and an unnecessary doctor's visit.
Rest at home, it's okay.
Instead of hearing about a viral outbreak on the news, imagine you got an alert that was tailored to your family's needs. It would also give you advice about what to do next. What if you had a way to identify what was wrong right away?
It says it's 103.8.
A way to get all of the information you need to understand the situation. And in serious cases, you would know when and where to seek help.
It recommends taking it to urgent care.
We're building a way for people to check their bodies as often as they check their email. It's all possible, and it's only the beginning.
Sorry. I'm laughing at something. If only booking an appointment with the doctor was that easy. I think that's hella cool.
Yeah.
I think it's got now. There's I can go conspiracy theory, and bring up the potential security, privacy issues that are potentially associated with it, especially since we know people who do hacking.
Yes.
Because I was reading the article on it. It's not so much ARFIDs as it. I mean, it does ARFIDs to an extent, but it's more. It will sync with your iPad or your iPhone or your Android device, which means it's syncing over Bluetooth, which means somebody has a receiver.
If there's technology, it's hackable. I look at it that way. But to me, the pros outweigh the cons much on this.
I think potentially it's really hella cool.
The fact that the little puck that I showed before has a little, adapter.
Help me hack to my artificial heart. I won't start beating the Star Wars thing. Now, if you can make the heart do Star Wars dubstep, that'd be pretty awesome.
I think your heart couldn't handle that though. But so
Anyway.
the basic thing is you have a little adapter that goes to your temple and it puts there for 10 seconds. And they say that just putting that little device right there, it could read pulse transit time, heart rate, electrical heart activity, temperature,
That's
heart
the
rate
one that impresses
variability,
me.
blood oxygenation. I mean, it has a bunch of stuff it says it can do. But it has other adapters called
The P-stick.
the Scanaflow and the Scanaflu.
The Scanaflow is the funny
Yeah,
one.
I mean the Scanaflow.
Right, it's logical, but still.
It is. Essentially, Scanaflow, you little device, you pee on it.
A digital EPT.
Yeah.
Potentially.
But it can also check a number of things other than just, pregnancy. You can check for diseases and viruses and
Yes.
a bunch of other stuff like there.
Elevated sugar in the urine, etc. ad nauseum.
Scanaflu, same thing, but you actually spit on a little disposable part of it, and then it could just track everything and break down your saliva and see what's going on with you. And again, it attaches always to your Android or iOS device.
And the potential there's other potential aspects of this too, because you can incorporate the diabetic support, the diabetes. Wilford Brimley have one of these if he's still alive for his diabetes. Think you're pregnant? There's an app for that. Yes, exactly.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
Okay, let's move on. But yeah, no, Star Trek TIE Recorder almost here.
Yeah. If it gets approved by next year, it's going to be $150. I will definitely buy one. Okay, let's get into some anime and video game topics.
We got a couple trailers.
Yes.
I say we skip the video one, the video game one, only because of time.
Okay. Let's talk about a manga that, if you've been watching Anna Break, you saw me a few months ago rant and rave about it. It's called Attack on Titan. Essentially, humans they wall themselves up into these giant cities to protect themselves from basically giants who actually are very dumb, but they could also eat humans. I've read the first couple volumes. The first volume is actually available for free, I believe, on Viz's website. If you have their app, you can actually download it for free and read it. It's amazing art quality, great dialogue, and tons of fantastic action. It's been announced a few weeks ago that a small company called Wiz Studio, which is actually a subsidiary of Production IG. It's basically their baby company, and keep people hooked up in there and then bring them to Production IG. Mm-hmm. They announced their first work, which is Attack on Titan, the anime. And we're going to play the trailer, which is just
pretty badass.
Epic. So, enjoy. It's Wit Studio.
It looks really cool, but I'm watching him do the thing with the cords, and I'm like going...
It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man meets the Tachikoma.
Kind of, yeah. Now those things are actually
the thing where they shot and swung.
Mm-hmm. Now those things are in the manga as well, so it's not that they just add them to the anime itself.
But it looks really cool.
One thing you're gonna like, Michael, is who's directing it.
Who is it?
Tetsuro Araki, also known as the director of High School of the Dead.
Yes.
So you have.
Does that mean there's gonna be lots of boobies?
It's High School of the Dead. So you have the guy who worked on High School of the Dead and Death Note.
Yes.
Backed by Studio Wit and Production IG.
Mm-hmm.
And
essentially
the
very
epic
awesome.
music is by the same composer who worked on music for Blue Exorcist, Guilty Crown, Sengoku Basara. I mean, this has an epic crew behind it. I'm hoping that the actual animation footage, quality, is equal to that hype video, because that was a hell of a lot of hype. It got me excited.
What's funny is the first time I saw that trailer, I saw the guy coming up with just the muscles and stuff. I'm like going, what is this, Hellraiser? What the hell? Because remember, I think it was in Hellraiser 3, the one woman who had no skin. She was just all muscle. That was just like, that kind of creeped me out at first. Then I started watching and I'm going, Spider-Man, kill the giants can. It's just, what the hell?
Yeah.
But no, it looks really epic. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well,
moving forward.
Little side note. This year marks Lucky Star's 10th anniversary, which made me think, wait, it's been 10 years since Lucky Star came out? That's
just, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a fantastic series.
Oh, it's a great series. I loved it.
And in Kadokawa's Comtic magazine, they announced an event for the 10th anniversary, so that's what normally happens. But they hinted at more, as in some new animation. Either it's an OVA or a series or a movie. We just know there's possibly going to be more.
I want to see Konata the college years. I want to see that. That will be
Konata
awesome.
as in college. She'll be just as short. She'll probably play to all the pedophiles' fantasies.
Oh, yes, she will. Oh, yeah, she will. I could just see that going places.
Oh, yeah. We have no idea what it's going to be, what it actually is going to be. They just hint at something more is coming. So the moment we find out, I'll praise it on either this show or Anna Break. So, and our last bit of news.
It's a new anime. You want to take this one or should I?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm not going to say much about it other than the fact that it's called Roman. And I held commentary after it's done because it looks not unlike another anime that's pretty much the same thing, only modern.
Yeah.
Roll the clip. And Stylus and Char got it in one. Mm-hmm. It looks exactly like Lupin III. So it's Lupin III in ancient Japan.
And there's definitely a good reason for that, though.
And it's the same character designer. It's by Monkey Punch. So it's the same folks. But yeah, it's go back into ancient Japan and do Lupin III.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's basically that. There's a few more things. The main character, he's a helper during the day, and then of course he's a phantom thief at night. He steals back people's precious items that were unfairly taken from them. It's basically Lupin with a slightly larger conscience.
Only slightly.
And actually,
yeah, it's not actually Lupin, but I kind of agree with Sega Fan. It looks like it's effectively Lupin the First.
It might as well, considering how far back it goes. I mean, I have a picture here I grabbed of it. I grabbed a screen cap. Oh no, where's it at? Anyways, well, I had a screen cap. It's somewhere there. But it just looks so much like, classic Monkey Punch. Which makes you wonder that, is it homage to what he's worked on in the past, or is it more along the lines of that's all the design that he knows?
Well, no, I mean, it's clearly a style. I mean, there's a character style. It's like you can look at a Takahashi anime and know damn well that's Rumiko Takahashi.
Very true. Very true. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. See.
Yeah, it's
Lupin with the purple hair and beard. It looks cool though. I mean, all we have is a minute preview on it. It premieres in less than a month, January 7th, in Japan. No word yet who's picking it up stateside, but I can only imagine that one of the big three, Funimation, Viz, and for streaming sense, I would say Crunchyroll.
Yeah, probably going to be Crunchy.
They would probably pick it up, and yeah, I want to check this out. But that's all the news we had for this episode. Let's wrap things up like we always do with what we've been watching. Michael, why don't you start us off?
Well, actually, I started watching Pet Girl of Sakura-so. I have a new guilty pleasure. I like
Isn't
that
it fun?
show. I like that show a lot. The name of Japan Junkie, the series is called Roman. Japan Junkie.
Here,
the one we were talking about earlier.
Put the full title in there, so.
But yeah, no, I've been watching Pet Girl of Sakura-so. It's gotten weird. I mean, in 4 episodes, it went bizarre.
It gets worse.
They wrapped up in 4 episodes what most anime take a series to wrap up.
Mm-hmm. It gets worse.
I bet. It's but I'm liking that a lot. I think my anime watching is going to go on hold for a little while though,
because
because
Xbox 360.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing me some Skyrim. Yes,
you should be able to enjoy that. On a side note, though, I know we were, fans of Nakaimo.
Mm-hmm.
It was announced actually a little while ago. I didn't catch it until recently. Sentai Filmworks picked up the license for U.S. distribution
of
Nakaimo.
Oh, sweet.
So, uncensored Blu-ray stateside.
Yes.
A definite buy.
Oh yeah, totally. Sweet.
As for me, I haven't watched too much this past week. I caught up on, Psychopaths, Robotics Notes, and then...
Psychopaths has gone bizarre.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. The whole
And then
plastination thing? Holy
Sword Art Online. That one started to get you right in the feels.
Yeah, I'm a couple behind on Sword Art.
Okay, then I won't spoil anything, but because, yeah. Of course, I will say this. The mid-season climax from the first part, like episode 15 or something like that, how all the fanboys in Japan raged about that, they raged even harder on this climax.
Oh,
Yeah, just that's it. You can just watch it. You're good.
all right. All right.
But that's about it for this episode.
Yeah.
Been a hell of a lot of fun. We covered a hell of a lot of movie stuff. Holly, what the hell are you thinking? Quit
Yeah, really.
quit
Hollywood's lost its
smoking
damn-
whatever you're smoking now and smoke something better. I know a guy.
So do I. I think I know the same guy. Okay, so yeah. So Jason, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is OtakuLife Jason.
Thank you.
And
My
yours?
Twitter is @DigitalPanther. I do actually post to it now and then.
Yes. You can always check out OtakuLife.net. There's also 2 new websites, AtABreak.com and FromYourMother'sBasement.com, where you can catch up on past episodes. You have new live pages, get some more bios about us. Michael will have a spot for you on that, and for Nikki as well. We will be at LA Iga Fest on Friday to check out Rurouni Kenshin. If you guys are going to be there anytime this weekend, let us know. And if we can't make it to a screen that you guys are at, tell us about it, because we want to hear about it.
Totally.
That's it for this episode. So, for From Mother's Basement, I'm Jason.
And I am Michael.
And thank you guys very much. We will see you guys next week.